Hi, everybody. This is Ekitala with Ekitala Music. I just wanted to make a quick video about a quick tip on how to sound like you know how to play the piano without really knowing how to play. Um, I highly recommend learning to play notes on a page. That's just my belief. But just a quick tutorial, or maybe a part one of a tutorial on how to sound like you know what you're doing when you might not know. So the first step is just understanding triads. And really quickly, the simple way to learn triads is major triads is to first find middle C. So even if you don't know anything about the piano, you can at least see that there's groups of black keys here, and they're in groups of 3 and 2 and 3 and 2. So what you want to do is you want to find this middle group of 2 and then play the white key to the left of it. That's middle C, right? Now with now what you can do is, now you know from this middle C you can play up. If you listen, you can hear that it's the same pitch, just an octave higher, right? And you can also see that there's another group of 2 black keys, and this is the white key to the left of that. So you have all of these in the C major scale, which you don't need to know right now, is are what we call diatonic. So what you do is you take this C, then you skip a note, and you play the next one. Then you skip a note, and you play the next one. So this is your first triad, right? Triad meaning 3, try, right? So you have these 3 notes that you just built, right? On this guy here, the root C, right? Or even if you don't like using letters, which I recommend, but whatever, we can call it 1, right? This is the 1 chord, right? And then if you take the next note, which is D, or you can just call it 2, and then skip a note, then skip another note, right? And then you can do that going all the way up until the next C, right? So you have these 3 notes, and if you notice, like we saw earlier, there's a C here, there's a C here, there's a C here. The alphabet repeats itself over and over again on the piano, right? So there's multiple C's, multiple D's, multiple E's, all that, right? All the way up to G and from A, right? So in knowing that, you can find the C down here. This is a C2, meaning there's the bottom C here, right? And then that's C1, and then you have C2. So in knowing that, if you practice just playing these triads with your left hand and just working between your fingers, and for me, I like, you know, even though it should be 1, 3, 5, a lot of times your left hand, you want to spread out these same notes. Like you see this note here, this is C, this is E, this is G. What you like to do with these notes is kind of spread them out with your left hand. I just played the C and the G and the C, or you can say 1, 5, 1, right? Or 1, 5, 8, whatever, right? And then if you practice doing that from C, or just getting your left hand used to working, right? Working between different ways to use these 3 notes in the triad, or you can go 1, 5, and then skipping this one up here and going straight to the 3, right? And then even, I don't know. So anyways, just practicing, not just working your way between these notes, but also getting the muscle memory of the notes of the triad and how you can separate them without even thinking about it, right? And then what you can do is you can change the order of these notes in the triad, or the root. Like here, the root of this is C, right? C, E, G, right? And then I'll just skip the E and then play the C up here. Instead of just going to the 2, which would be the D, you can just skip and go to, I don't know, let's go to the 6, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, right? Or just call it 6, right? And then you can skip around to 4, and then 5. Just, decide whatever you want to do, so you can, well, I'm just using the 3 notes from the triad and just kind of spreading them out, right? 6, 3, 4, 1, 3, 6, 5, 1. And just, this is just using one hand, right? If you just sat down at a piano and just started using just these 3 notes from the triad and spreading them out, and then picking an order, almost any order works. I recommend having landing points, and one of them being, of course, your root, or your C, your 1. And then you can just move around all over the place. 3, 5, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5, back to 1. Or, so playing around with just those 3 notes from the triad, doing exercises like this, just going 1, 5, and then going back to the 5 even, back to the 1, and then even working up to the 10. Just different ways to combine those 3 notes of the triad, and then you sound like you know what you're doing, just in the left hand. And then if you use your right hand, right, to just play, I don't know, just that was just 3 notes in the right hand, and just switching up the order and just picking some random order and random rhythm. But the key is knowing what notes fit in the triad, and then just practicing, even getting that muscle memory in your left hand. So change up the order however you want, and you'll sound like you halfway know what you're doing. So there we go. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, like our page, and we'll see you next time.